Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield post-game podcast with ToddFox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo Hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo Hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with ToddFox on the Halos in the Infield post-game podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the ToddFox post-game podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Halos in the Infield post-game show with your host, Todd Fox. We're going to have a special show tonight. We got a special guest, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But first off, we're just going to say hello to everybody on a Monday night as the Angels win in Seattle. The Seattle Mariners continue to struggle, and the Angels do it to them again. But this is the only place where you can get a great post-game podcast and check out your Halos and check out the podcast. When we talked about one tonight with Fernando, we did a show that's coming out tomorrow. So, yes, we have all kinds of stuff going on for tomorrow, and we should be good to go with more podcasts and everything coming up here in the future. We got the trade deadline special working, so we're good to go with that. But the Angels, they get it done here tonight. And, one more thing before we get into anything. We're going to talk about the Mezzo Calzone, throwback at the 2406 East Catella. We're going to have that Halos in the Infield tailgate right there. You get discounted food. You get raffles for free stuff. You get free garlic knots and a free T-shirt with every purchase. So what can go wrong there, right? So the Angels, we'll have some good stuff there for this Saturday, starting from 3 to 6 p.m. And then we're going to do the watch party over there at the Angel Stadium, and it's Mike Trout bobblehead night. So a lot of cool stuff happening this Saturday. So with that being said, the Angels win tonight, and they come from behind, and they get a big 2-1 victory against the Seattle Mariners, a big victory. But you think about this division, and if the Angels hadn't lost 5 after losing 6, let's say they win 3 out of those 5, and you're talking about 9 out of 11. This could look a little bit dangerous on the side of Artie saying unfinished business. And he would actually say, I got to get rid of some of these guys to get more guys back. So I'm just saying this could be a division that could be winnable. And what if it's like a 95 year and they come back? Because we already seen the Houston Astros erase a 10-game lead by the Mariners. The Mariners fell flat on their face. Angels and Mariners started out the game. I'm sorry, a little late, by the way, but Miller pitched a hell of a game. Only 3 hits allowed, no earned runs. Typical Mariners pitching, but typical Mariners hitting. If you've complained about the hitting we have so far, look at what the Mariners got to deal with. They struck out 14 times tonight. They have averages of J.P. Crawford, former All-Star, 204. Riley at 233. You had Vobles, at 300. You had Polanco at 202. Rowley at 210. Mitch Garver, what the hell happened to him? They just got rid of Ty France, but Garver's at 168. 208 for Dylan Moore. You got 206 for Mitch Haniger. Rojas 241 and Clase 195. The Angels actually struck out only half of the amount of times that the Mariners did, so that's a good sign. Adele's under 200, still at 199. You have Drury, who's pathetic at 168. Moniak still treading water somehow, but only 7 strikeouts. The offense wasn't blazing for either team, but the pitching, like for both teams this year, has been good. There's been the honks that are saying, "Oh, the pitching sucks. The pitching sucks." You know, it's the hitting that's good. It's like, no, it's the other way around. The pitching is held on despite injury, despite bad performances. But Tyler Anderson went tonight, and again, could be one of his last starts. 2.91 ERA, 1 run, 3 hits, 5 2/3. Got into a lot of accounts that maybe he shouldn't have got himself into. A lot of 2-2s, a lot of 3-2s, but he worked out of it. Only had 1 walk. If this was Tyler Anderson last year, he would have been done in the 3rd inning. He would have had 6 walks and maybe 3 strikeouts. But tonight he had 8 strikeouts, only the 1 walk, only the 1 run in the 1st inning, and that's all that counted. The bullpen was great again. Kraus, you had Strickland, you had Garcia, and Estevez closing the door. Garcia would come in there and get the hold or the win, and then Estevez with another save. So nice win. The Mariners started out, Raleigh getting the single to center. Crawford would score, it was 1-0. Then Ward got a sacrifice fly to center field. Adele would score, and then Adele came through in the 9th inning with a single, and then Neto scoring on the air. There was Shonawell getting ejected tonight. So you had a lot of things going on that made the game very interesting. And I'm telling you right now, I know the pulse of Seattle fans, living up there for a little bit, and also being a Seahawks fan, I listen to a lot of the Seattle radio or just sports podcasts, and boy, they are really struggling to understand why the Mariners are so bad. And if you look at the lineups, I mean, they've never really brought in that free agent up there as far as hitting. They've done a lot of pitching. DePoto's done a lot drafting, a lot of moves, getting trades and getting starting pitchers and Castillo and whatnot. But he's really brought no top tier hitters to that lineup. He's really got a bunch of guys that are on the cusp of being just above average or average type players. And their drafting hasn't been that good as far as hitting either. So they've had guys that have shown promise, but not all at the same time. And when you're not able to get promise at all the same time, you're not able to get production, usually you get what you got this time. And you got a lot of guys that they gave extensions to that they thought would be in a point in their career where they're a lot better, and they're just not. And they haven't gelled together, and it's apparent to see that this team has a long way to go if they stay with the plan that they've got. They're going to either have to blow this puppy up or go all in and lose some draft picks, lose some not draft picks, but lose some prospects and try to get better that way with hitting, because right now they're kind of thin like the Angels are in their minor leagues with hitting. They got a plethora of pitchers they could use, and they're going to have to get rid of some of those guys to get some hitting. So Houston loses tonight. Seattle loses tonight. So Seattle doesn't fall further back, but they are still tied for first place with Houston. But the Angels creep within 9, and Texas, as bad as Texas has been, slightly better than the Angels, are only 4 games out. And my thing has always been, whether it's the wild card of the division, if you're sitting at 5 games or under, you're within striking distance. Where the Angels are right now, they're out of it. Unless they have a nice week or two and they could gain 4 or 5 games somehow, you could possibly put yourself right back in this. Is Houston the Houston Astros of the last few years? No. Are they going to win some games? Absolutely. Are they going to dominate like before? No. Are they going to tread water? Yes. And they're going to be slightly better than that. They've been on a bit of a roll. But if the Angels are to put something together, and I'm not saying that they are, I'm not honking my honk. I'm just giving you the scenario that if possible, it may actually happen. And stranger things have happened, not the series, but stranger things in baseball have happened. So I don't know. I mean, we are getting number 27 back. We are getting Quijada back. We'll see some more pitching come through the pipeline at some point. I just don't want to see them be buyers. I think the right thing to do is to go sellers, but again, as we creep towards the All-Star break, who knows? Again, this team has the easiest schedule the rest of the way. We went through their schedule on the other pod. They have a real easy schedule. So there's a lot of trade pieces that the Angels are going to be entertaining other teams with, so we'll see what happens. And it's going to be one of those things where, are we going to make the right decision? Because I think as honkish as we want to be, as much as we want to see this team win, I believe they can only do so much, and you can only give up so much. And we've already decimated this team enough. I really want to see this team actually try to build from within and through free agency, because there's a way to do it, and there's a way to do it in under 2 years to get yourself close enough to the postseason. So, but I'm just saying that this year with this division, it's wide open. It's literally wide open. Now, Oakland being 13 games back, they would be a winning streak out of, if Houston and Seattle are just being mediocre, everything's open. The wild card is not open, but everything in this division's open. I've seen comebacks by weaker teams than the Angels in years past in this division. It's happened. Texas has gone on from last to first. Oakland I've seen go from last to first. Seattle, it's happened. And again, with teams with far less talent. So it just takes some confidence, but I think there's two big things that are going to stop the Angels eventually, and whether they make a run or not. And I think it's going to be analytics and Artie Moreno. Both of those things are going to combine like two-headed monster, and it's going to just chop the head off of anything good that the Angels can do. So I just think that, enjoy these kind of wins, because again, whether you believe that the Seattle Mariners are rivals or not, they are one of our rivals, and they've bitten us in the ass a couple times. Most, remind you of 95. They've had a couple other years where they come closer. They've screwed us over. We've had fights with them. And yeah, to an extent, they're a rival. But anytime you could knock a team out or hurt them, you want to do that. And you want to do that towards the end of the season. So again, if this team finishes in third or fourth place, like they most likely will, I just want to see the Angels man up when we play the division teams, or we play like the Red Sox and they're trying to get in and we can knock them out. To me, that's my World Series. To me, hey, we effed over a team. Yes, we had a really frustrating year, but we were able to impact them. And I think we're got to be one of those impact type of teams. Not like we're going to kill a team, but like, hey, let's screw these guys over. Let's put a wrench in, or a monkey wrench in their bike spoke of their wheel, and let them fly off over the top of the bike. Stuff like that. Let's screw them up. Let's make them have a bad day. We've had a bad season. Let's screw them up. I think that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to play spoiler the rest of the way, and I'm hoping that the Angels can get some wins. I don't care if we get beat by the White Sox. I don't care if we lose to the Rockies. But if we're playing a playoff contending team, I'd like this team to play hard and not be tired and win some games, because I believe that would be hilarious to be an impactful team down the stretch and when everyone's counting us out. So I think that's the only way that I would feel comfortable in ending this season. But tonight, we'll have a special guest. We'll have Alex Curry on the phone, former Angels broadcaster, I guess, or she did a lot of stuff. She's doing stuff on FS1. So we'll chat with her a little bit. Maybe you guys and gals in the messages can hit us up, or we'll ask her questions, because I'm gonna have her on the. I just sent the link over, so hopefully she gets this soon, and we can get her on here and start talking some baseball. But before we do, I got to go through the awards tonight, so we'll do that real quick before she can come on here, and we'll talk a little Angels baseball with her. I know she's a Dodger right now. I know she's doing her thing with them, and I'll give her some crap for that. But hey, we won. We didn't have to hear this because we're on the road. There was no Deos in Seattle. Geez, I wonder why. But anytime they win, we play this. Two in a row, baby. So now here's the Golden Stamos. Who got player of the game tonight? The John Stamos Award for best player on the field, I think you have to give it to Joe Adell. Joe Adell's clutch hit. He scored a run tonight with a walk out on base, and that's the things that we want him to do. He shows signs that he can come through, and then he'll throw up an 0 for 5. But at least for tonight, again, for the third time this month, he was player of the game, and he came through with a big RBI single, turned into 2 RBIs, one unearned because of the error. But anyway, who cares? Game-winning hit there for Joe Adell. Kudos to you, my man. And now let's give out the Nacho Night.
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos, ow.
Trent Thornton was your Nacho Night Award winner tonight. He's been pitching pretty good for them, but his last 7 outings, he has an ERA of 6.75. He took the loss tonight. He put those Angels players on base, and who knew the Angels would cash him in? So there you go right there. Big blown save or blown hold, whatever you want to call it. Now who gets the stiffest competition in the box or the hardest pitcher to hit? It's time for Willie Calhoun's Golden Dong Award.
It's a big Calhoun, the Golden Dong, for the player who stood out all day long. Stiffest competition on the field, halos in the infield, who's finna be revealed?
The Golden Dong Award for, again, the hardest hitter to get out or the stiffest competition on the mound. I'm actually going to give it to Dumbo Ears Taylor Ward. And, again, I don't like the guy anymore. But when this is what I imagined he would have done on not on a nightly basis, but every other night type thing. Yeah, I would have expected him with Trout not here, with Ohtani gone, and number 6 being number 6. I thought he would be putting in a 2 for 3 every night, or every other night, I should say. And he'd be producing, and if it was a 1 for 4 night or 1 for 5 night, he had a sacrifice to move a guy over or score a guy. But he just hasn't been that player. He's only batting .230, but his 2 hits were big tonight. And he was a big part of the win, so I think he gets the Golden Dong for that. So now I before I get into any comments, right away we have to bring on Alex Curry. And I think did I bring her in? Is she in here? Hold on a second. Alex Curry, how are you doing?
Yeah, that's stand up. Stand up for you, mates.
Is this Alex Curry?
Stand up.
What is going on there? Are you okay?
How am I gonna flush that Leviathan? Is this ToddFox?
This is ToddFox. Is this Alex Curry?
Oh, you better believe it. It's Alex Curry. Just had to scoot one out. Had a couple of cigars fly out. Oh, boy.
You don't really sound like Alex Curry. I mean, you kind of sound like somebody else. I mean, I know you've put on a little weight. Sorry to say that. I mean, I don't mean to be mean.
But it's no secret. I put on some weight. I'm on a diet too. I lost 42 pounds.
Listen,
all carbs, all protein diet.
Okay, can we talk baseball? You're over there at FS1. You made the big change from, I believe, AM 830. You went over there. You're not on Bally's anymore. You're with Ben Verlander, and you're talking Dodgers. Is Ohtani still your favorite player?
Oh, he's one of the best players I've ever seen. Did you see that home run he launched the other day? Woo! Kind of like the Kern canoe I just launched right now. Oh, boy, look at that. All sorts of carrots and peas. I don't even remember eating it.
Are you giving the interview, Alex, from the bathroom?
Hold on. That's a yes, Todd.
Alex, you got to be professional here. We're trying to talk about, Verlander's brother, Ben. He's a big Dodger fan. Does he really hate the Angels?
Oh, he kind of does. I am not going to lie. And I still have a soft spot for the Angels, even though I walked down on them quite a while ago. Bunch of losers over there down in Anaheim.
Hey, that's mean, Alex.
Okay. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. What just came out? It looks like a dolphin with a beach ball. They call him Flipper, faster than lightning. No
Now
one
listen,
can see
Alex, if I could say this,
farther than he.
Alex, your accent sure has changed. Number one, number two. I believe you are doing number two, but number three, you really are. You have a big following on Instagram, and you've gotten bigger, if you know what I mean. So, what? Did I say something wrong?
What do you mean by that? Because I put on a few pounds.
I mean, it's obviously changed your not only your look, but it's changed your voice.
Well, just a bit, I guess. I'm not a stranger to the food, I've always enjoyed eating, but I think I let it get a little out of control.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, I have to put on wide vision on my Instagram.
Like just this afternoon, I bumped into a rack of lamb, and I asked the waiter, what am I going to do? Perk my teeth with this? So I took that down. And then I had a run-in with a burger joint, and they had one of them burger specials with the Coke and the fry. I don't know.
This is baseball, by the way. Again, Alex, I'm just trying to say you have a big following on Instagram and also other social.
I sure do, Ted. I sure do. Hold on. I have a big following. After the rear end. Hold on 1 second. There he goes. There goes Flipper. And we know Flipper lives in a world full of wonder, flying there under the sea. Oh, that song makes me cry.
No.
Oh, here come the waterworks. Oh, never mind. Let's just pee.
No, okay. Can we please keep it out of the toilet? All I'm trying to say is, Alex, you have, let's say, a big following because you kind of present yourself in a certain way on television. I mean, some like them thick, and you do a good job on TV.
Hey, I like to present myself sexy. I like to get out there and show the gams and the calves, the guys dig the big, thick calves, I got calves the size of footballs, Todd. Have you seen these things? Laces out.
I heard you got some pretty impressive cankles there.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
I'm just saying, you don't know where the ankle starts or vice versa. I forgot to say.
That's true, Todd. I'm not in the least bit insulted there. To find my knees, you have to look for the indent. Every single day, I have to clean the salt stains out of my hush puppies. My hair is like an inch apart now. I have to use the spray.
Your sandals must hate you.
Boy, they're busting at the seams.
Okay, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. Is
it because of my wicked good looks?
And the cleavage, yes. Hello? I think I insulted her. Hello? I think we lost Alex. Did we lose Alex? I think we lost Alex. I'm sorry. Well, if we get Alex back on, we'll go back to her. But sorry, I mean that was just a that was our interview with Alex Curry. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed that. I got to get into the comments, and I think I'll get into the ones here unless I can get Alex. Maybe she could text me if she gets back on right now. Let me get down here because that sidetracked me a lot. So sorry. Let me get down here. Let's see if I can catch up with any of these. I think is she? Are you back on, Alex?
Sorry, I had a bit of a fall.
Oh, how'd you fall?
Well, I was reaching over for the toilet paper and I kind of stumbled forward. And, I'm a bit top heavy now.
You sure are. You sure are. Well, Alex, if you have any, final things to say, because I got to get into the comments. There's a lot to read. Maybe if you want to.
No problem. Hey, one of these days, maybe I'll come down and read the comments with you.
Oh, that'd be great. I just don't know if I have enough room in the studio.
Oh, I see what you've done there, Todd. Very clever. Very clever. Well, that hurts my feelings, Todd.
I mean, I could get you in through the garage, but as far as, like into the studio, I have like one of those just single not closet doors, but a regular door. So
what if I come in reverse? That's the only way I'll fit.
Well, maybe if we butter you up a little bit.
Just a bit, yeah. A little bit of Crisco.
Crisco.
All right, Todd. Hey, I just want to let you know before you leave that I'm starting my own sports channel.
What is it?
It's called Bellies Sports.
Bellies?
Yes.
I don't know if I could stomach that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it didn't go over your head, did it?
No, it didn't.
It's spelled Belly.
I get the joke. Yes.
You got it? Flew over your wee head there. Hey, I've got. Wait, hold on a second. There goes the Subway I had earlier today. I had a Black Forest ham. Trying to lose weight, Todd. Flipper. Oh boy. Can you hit me, Todd?
Hear this because we're on the road. There was no Dales in Seattle. Geez, I wonder why. But
It's o'clock, angels play. Win or lose, we toast the day. Sip and cheer no matter the score. Splits o'clock, let's pour some more. Splits o'clock.
All right, should have sound now. Should have no issues now. So there we go. I think we have sound. So there you go. So I'll have Alex call back. Let me get into some of these other comments because there was a lot that I missed. So I apologize. And again, Alex Curry, those big Gonzagas are messing up everything tonight. Buttercup the M's right there. Let's see. Also, Manuel says Kraus too has been lights out. Love the hometown kid. I do too. Yvette said, hi, it's been a while. Yes, we miss you, Yvette. You got to be on the show more. Let's see. I'm generally going to miss Estevez a lot. I hope he gets a ring in October. Strickland could be gone as well. The Mariners fans were pissed tonight, losing to us bums. Sega says, laugh my ass off. The way Gooby hypes his team is beyond me, dude. Yeah, he's like, this team is the greatest thing I ever saw. And you got Trent Rush doing the same thing. Light that baby up. Always Seattle. Always sweet to beat Seattle no matter what's going on in the season. Haha. Also, Sega says, Gooby and Wayne are so much fucking clowns. They just go off on some bullshit. And they do. They go crazy, dude, out there. They really go back crazy talking about this team. And you would think if you didn't know anything about the Angels that this team was playoff bound. Also, Joshua says Angels don't have a shot for the wild card, only the division. Angels are 9 games back, 12.5 out of the wild card. Sega Boy says, when Todd becomes a honk, you got to believe, damn it. I can't wait to show you my honk. And that sounds so wrong, and I should be Todd a honk lacking consistency. Oh, geez. I'm telling you, I would love to be a honk and show you guys my honk because I am a really good Angels fan. I really am. But a lot of people think that I'm not because I'm always talking shit. But what are they giving me to be happy about over the last few years? So I call it like I see it. But yes, I would love to be a honker every now and then. I trade one of their starters for some bats. All of their starting rotation is good. It is pretty damn good. David says, Todd, who do you think we can get for Anderson realistically? I think the third baseman from the Orioles, Fernando said that in our podcast. They got a log jam there, he said, and adding a third baseman and getting rid of number 6 would make most sense. Why trade our best pitchers if pitching is our number one problem? If we trade Estevez and Anderson, we are screwed in pitching. If we're going to trade, we need MLB-ready players. Yes, William, that makes sense if this team was contending, but your best pieces are pitching. And you can always find bullpen, and if you actually spend wisely on starting rotation pitching, you can solve those issues. And then that's where you would draft other players or hitters, because you can always find position players. That's for damn sure. But I get it, but you also need hitting, William. I'm just saying, not arguing with you, not saying you're wrong, but I would tend to go for pitching in free agency and trying to get pitching prospects and starting it over that way, because we already know what we have with most of these pitchers. Mariners are as straight as Erica's eye. Andrew Rivas says, even if the Angels are in the running for the wild card spot, they should still sell. So no matter what, I agree. Let's see, Todd, a honk. They are lacking consistency. They sure are. We need to sign 14-year-olds from Mexico. Think they're about the future. If this was a soccer team, yes, but we're not. Also, Joshua says Angels don't have a shot for the wild card. I read that one right there. Marty says, next game I go to, I'm sitting in the 600 section with Todd so we can cheer on number 6 with the real honks. Exactly. The honks are in the 600 section for blind date night. Sega says, next game I go to, I'll be in the 200s with a real Halo faithful behind the dugout so we can all clap for number 6. Standing ovation. Yeah, I remember that one. How stupid was that? I'll probably just pick up my Mike Trout rally thong and give it away at home and ride down to Catella. There you go. Thomas says, let's go, Adele. Let's see. Also, let's get down here to some of these comments because, again, I left a lot of these comments behind, so I apologize. Trout must have shared some of his ownership to Joe. Also, Nachos, ow. Let's see. Gooby, just marveling at Adele's body. Hey, Wayne, Joe looks like a tight end out there. Wayne, and now let's take a ride. Let's go to Jack in the Box Munchie Mill. I almost messed up the voices right there because that's what they'll do. They'll be like, let's take a ride to Kia. Oh, it's so annoying. Tyler says Estevez looking solid, and that's like 13 or 14 good games in a row for him. One Jets Pod says, no one cares about what the Doyers fan has to say, Todd. Come on, bro. Exactly. The sausages are offensive. Angels grandma right there. Calhoun looks like Bubba in San Quentin State Prison. Damn. He likes the Dumbo ears reference there too. Andrew says, laugh my ass off. Who makes your guys' songs, Todd? That Willie Calhoun song is funny as fuck. That would be my boy, One Jets Pod. He does a hell of a job at stuff like that. Adele is offensive. Tony C says, where is this team? Where was this team 75 games ago? We are a train wreck. We still have at least 5 players to be traded. I say 6 right now. Let's see. Also, Dan says, and we won spite the shitty umpires. We've been dealing with that all year long. Let's see. Also, let's get down here. Saucy says, Estevez ramping up that trade value, baby. Andrews Rivas says, haha, wow, I thought you guys were really going to have her on. That's the best part, because sometimes we'll yank your chain and you're thinking, oh, these guys are assholes. They're not going to really have a real player on. And then we have a real player on, on the podcast. Sometimes, we've had Gooby calling, not so much lately, but we've had people call on and people are like, oh my God, they pulled them. None of the other podcasts are doing it. None of the Frisch brothers don't have anybody on, but we pull people. We actually have people, and then we pull your chain and we have fat bastard Alex Curry on. So it makes it a little like a guessing game. Like, are they really going to have somebody on, or are we not going to have anybody on? And it works. It just works. So we appreciate you guys putting up with our little bullshit. Sega says Big 20 probably spritzing himself. Dude, sounds so hot. Nice to see Shannon fired up. Yes, Saucy. Nice to see some sort of freaking emotion from this team. I know her last name is Curry, but fuck, bro. See, I want my Lucky Charms back. Alex appears to be drunk. Don Hammond says, "Oh, I thought she was really coming on the show for sure." I promise you, we will have Erica's eye on, or we might have the real Erica. Who knows? Alex was drinking scotch, and now she sounds Scotch. Why is it Scotch out of nowhere? See, Willie from The Simpsons. Oh my God, these comments are great. Double door Curry. Oh my goodness. See, we had fun with it. And then the mic went out there, so you guys gave me all the old sound stuff right there. So let's get back into it right now. Balls, and Todd's muted right there. Yeah, it's one of those nights. This thing is state of the art, and it acts like it's a 99-cent store type mixer, and it pisses me off. I barely touch it, and then it just goes. Yeah, and I get screwed over. So I hate the Deo thing, by the way. Let's see. Let's go back down here. Bro's just talking to himself. I should get the nachos for that one. I promise. I'm sorry. Adam Simber was DFA'd today, so that was some news. We got our boy back. What's his face? I'm even blanking on that because Alex Curry messed me up. Quijada back. We got Quijada. Let's see. Mateo says, "All right, you guys, we won a game yesterday. We won one today. We win one tomorrow. That's a winning streak. Have Todd talk all over it." Yeah, I think that's where is that? That's this one.
All right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday.
Yep.
If we win one today, that's 2 in a row.
Did that today.
We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak.
Absolutely. J-Dog says, "Drury yelling at the umpire is the first time he's shown emotion." Exactly. That guy's a bum. Yeah, he where was this all year? Little Wayne says, "If you were going to fake Alex Curry, at least show her big one." I was looking for a bad picture, and I couldn't find one. And then he came up with a face, and it almost got a couple of you guys out there. So that was good. Let's see. Also, Dan says had to watch Root Sports. That was okay. And Root Sports is actually not bad. Trout said he would play probably 2 games down in Salt Lake. That's more than what number 6 gave us down there. Also, I give ShamWow props for getting tossed. I do too. Alex says, "I don't know how many times I had to hear Bruno Mars during tonight's game." Yeah, they have their stuff up there. They have their Deo. I actually enjoyed singing Spritz O'Clock. Let's pour some more, Eric says. Let's see. Also, Todd, want to pull my chain? Absolutely not. Trent gets players on his podcast. Hey, Marty. I've had players on here too. We've had players on here. Nice day off from the Pac-Man races. Yeah, exactly. Thoughts on Renifo trade? I did see something as far as Boston. Boston could be a guy or could be a team where he would go. I don't want to see him go. And I think I'm falling into what Fernando was saying earlier this season was, he's a guy that if we can get rid of number 6, I wouldn't mind him seeing him play every day. My only caution to that is I don't mind giving him a 3-year, $30-40 million contract, paying him about $10 million a year. I think he's worth that big time. And his defense is solid. My problem with him is, can he just avoid these 2 to 3 week stints on the DL, IL, whatever you want to call it? Can he just stay healthy? Because if he stays healthy, he can be very, very productive. But he just hasn't been. And then let's see. Also, but I think for the Angels in long term, if they can't get rid of number 6, then we're going to have to trade him. But they must make that decision soon. I don't know. Also, Artie says, who is getting DFA'd first, Calhoun or Guillerme, or even Drury? I'd have to say Drury gets it first because no one's going to trade for him. And I think his time is up. I think you're better off playing Guillerme or Calhoun. But Todd, you should do a Wayne Rendaz. I cannot do that at all. If Alex Curry wants to call back, I will leave that line open for her. There is one line open for her if you guys want to call in. It's 714-598-3221, 714-598-3221. I'm sure we'll get Big 20 in here in about a half second. He'll call in and it'll be like, hey, Todd. And we'll see what he has to say. And then we'll probably get Rally Chris because it's getting close to his birthday this Friday. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hi, Todd.
Who's this?
It's Alex. I was just talking to you a little while ago.
You're back.
You wanted me to call back. I was watching the show.
Okay. How you doing?
Oh, I've been sitting here looking at myself and kind of reevaluating my position.
On the toilet?
Yeah. Looking at my knees right now.
Now, how come you didn't get a picture of those big zeppelins on your chest?
Oh, I'm telling you, Todd. Look at this. Look at these mammalian protuberances. They're huge.
I can't look at
I
them
don't
when
know
you're on
what
the
to do.
phone.
What? One of them is bigger than my husband's head.
I forgot you're married. Here I am talking with a woman like this, and you're married. I'm sorry.
Yeah, have some respect. Oh boy. Oh, I just dropped another. Whew. It's a busy day for me.
Are you dropping it like it's hot?
I'm dropping it like it's lukewarm. Oh, wait a minute. Wafting. Oh, it smells like wet garbage.
You know, you are very much lifting women's sports to a new pedestal with this kind of commentary.
Oh, I am. Ooh,
What happened?
another little rosebud I left there. Ooh, that was floating about. Doesn't want to go down the drain. Get down the drain.
You know, this wasn't the accent I was expecting from you, but I like it. I dig it.
It wasn't the one I was expecting either.
By the way, Marty wants to know if you have a squatty potty.
No, just have a bucket and an old towel. I have to go outside. My husband says it's too much to bear. We got to keep the romance alive, you know.
I don't want to know about that. Can we just talk Angels baseball? The trade deadline's coming up. I know you're talking Dodgers, but what do you see the Angels doing?
Oh, I see them doing nothing. That's why I left. There's not much going on down there. You knew that, Todd. Come on. I was over there. They were throwing Gatorade on each other for bunting.
Okay, by the way,
One guy finally
since
throws a strike and starts flinging Gatorade everywhere, getting my dress messed up.
you're into female sports, do you know of the Atlanta Dream in the WNBA?
Oh, I do. I'm a big Marsha fan.
Dan's been asking about that because he wants to know if you know Marsha personally, and have you guys ever hung out?
I'll tell you what, never hung out, but if this old clam smacker was the other way, I might take her out.
Clam smacker.
Well, no, I gotta be truthful, you know. She's kind of good looking.
Dan's getting real personal. You got to keep it to sports, but I'm gonna let this one pass. You only get one more of these. But Dan is
Okay,
at.
hold on. Dan, hold on 1 second, Dan. I'm gonna let this one pass too. Oh, jeez. Oh, that was a little squishy at the end there.
But he wants to know if the carpets match the drapes.
Oh, that has changed colors years ago. I don't even know what color it is anymore. To be honest, I can't see it.
You can't see it past the stomachs?
No. Past the belly sports. Oh boy, okay, I can finally stand. Whew. Oh,
So Hayes wants to know, are you sober right now? Because he says you sound a lot like Artie Moreno.
I don't drink. I hardly drink at all. One time I had a twisted tea and I passed out. Okay, that's enough standing. Round 2.
Do you drink out of a trough?
How dare you, Ted? How dare you? Speak of me like I'm an animal. Who do you think you are? Walking around in your little studio, saying like I'm a cow or some sort of farm animal.
Well, I did see you graze out in front of In-N-Out that one day in Anaheim.
That's true. That's true. Guilty as charged. Hey, what could I say? How do you think I fill these things up?
I don't know. I mean, they're very big. They're very big.
And I don't even have children, or do I? I don't even know. I'll Google it.
Yeah. Do your research next time before you come on, Alex. I mean, anybody can write those Wikipedias, man. So
that's true. That's true. Hey, Todd, this is some interview, Todd. I just want to thank you for having me on.
Well, I think
everybody get ready for Belly Sports coming up next fall.
They're bankrupt and you're on FS1.
No. The BELLY Bellies.
Oh, Belly Sports. Stupid.
My belly.
Yeah, I guarantee you the way that swimsuit editions are going, you and Marcia will be on there no matter what.
Oh, you better believe it. Hey, Todd, I want to thank you for spending time, and maybe I'll come by one of these days.
Yeah, that would be great.
I could show off these tetes.
Okay. All right, thank you, I was going to say Marcia.
I need to reevaluate my life. All right, Todd.
All right, Alex. Thank you. All right, Alex Curry. I think she's done for the night. She came on to give us a little insight, but it was only to the toilet. Willie says, who are we releasing when Trout comes back? Interesting. I'll have to ponder on that one. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hi, Todd. Oh, yeah.
Is this Rally Chris?
Yes.
What's going on, my man?
Doing
How are we 2-0?
The one I sent in the group chat?
Oh, you're 2-0 since it's your birthday week?
Yeah, I'm calling it right now. We're gonna go.
So this Friday, who do you got going?
Like, you mean like in the party?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You, David, Mendoza, Anthony.
Oh, Anthony Henson's going to be there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I haven't seen him in forever.
You have to go out too, but yeah.
Yeah, I heard he's been having some health issues, so it'll be good to see him.
Yeah. And then who I'm trying to get, but I'm trying to get a hold of him is I'm trying to get Austin.
Who?
The Angel Vlog.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. So what do you got on tonight's victory?
I'm like Trent Rush. We're so back. We won 4 straight games against the Mariners. We're so back.
We're so back. We're not going to lose at least another 50 games.
Yeah, we have that Mariners record. We're gonna win tomorrow, and then we're gonna sneak into the playoffs. Yeah, you heard it. Playoffs.
Is that you making fun of Trent, or is that you actually believe it?
These nuts.
You
if
think
we win tomorrow? If we win tomorrow, yeah, I'm talking about playoffs.
I don't know, man.
Just look what happened to Houston. This division does not, like you said, this division is insane.
Well, yeah, this division sucks.
Mariners are gonna pull like a 95, and we're gonna bank in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, man. I mean, look, I don't know, bro. I think it'd be a tall order if this team got into it. They'd have to get really on a roll, but I think we should just be sellers, man. I really don't see us there's because we're gonna get punked. Even if we were somehow to win this division, we would get punked right away.
Mhm. But like, no, watch. Artie's gonna be like, I got the unfinished business. We're getting 12 back. That's my entertainment. We're almost back to a playoff. I want entertainment. I got some unfinished business.
Yes, I could totally see him saying that. But we'll see, my man, and I'll see you Friday. I'll be there.
All right, no, watch me get Ty France because I just saw just now he cleared out his locker.
Yeah, they DFA'd him yesterday. So
yeah, watch me get Ty France like tomorrow or tonight.
I would pick up Paxton, to be honest with you. Paxton from the Dodgers, he's at 8-4 or 8-2 with like a 4 ERA. I mean, he'd fit right in with us.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh well. All right, buddy. We'll see you Friday, man.
All right, go Angels.
Go Angels. I'd say we'd be releasing Dong for Trout. So I think Dong is on the way out. Salvador says maybe add a clause to Renifo's extension where it could be if he doesn't play X amount of games, he gets less money for the Angels, get an extra year of control, similar to Stevenson, the reliever signed in the offseason. That's a good point. I would do that because Renifo is valuable. When he's in there, he is valuable. Let's see. If Paul Sereno and Jeremy Reed were hitting coaches today, they would have argued at all, not have argued at all, just gone to their traditional business. Exactly. Willie says, is Trout going to be DH or are they going to test that knee in center field? Probably both. And I really wish it would just pretty much give him a DH role the rest of the year. But we said it on the podcast, preview to it tomorrow morning. We would love for him to play at least 145 games next year to show us that he's back and that he can play a whole season. Let's see, call out sick, Todd. On Friday. If we make the playoffs, we will be first round exits. Absolutely. Willie Max says Yankees are desperate for pitching. Maybe we can find a trade package. I would again start with the Orioles. Save your money and time. It's already paid for, James. It's already paid for. Renifo hands or wrist always have issues. Agreed. Would you pick up Ty France, local Downey guy? I didn't know he was Downey. I grew up in Downey for a little bit. I was there Downey from 95 to 2000, I want to say, around there, 2001. And I went to Warren High. Ty France, I don't know. You maybe take a run at him, but where would you play him? How would you play him? You know, that kind of thing. He is a good hitter, former All-Star, but he fell out of grace with Seattle like most of their players. So I don't know. I like I said, I would go after Paxton too. I mean, you need a lefty. He would fill the role of Sandoval right now, and we need pitching to get to the rest of the season. Might as well take a flyer on him. Get your money big. Damn, James is all in. He's like, don't go. Let's see. Trout is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Dan says, I like Renifo, but he's hurt all the time. That's the problem. I get so down. And I can't get up again. Chumbawamba. No, it feels bad. I feel bad for Renifo because I really want to see him flourish. You could see he's a doubles hitter. He's a hustler. Defensively, he doesn't, make too many mistakes. And he's just an all-around good hitter to have in the lineup that can, for whatever reason, not very good at leadoff, but number 2, he's really good. And around number 8, number 9, really good, decent hitter, not known as for his power, but he'll occasionally hit one over the fence. And he's just smart at what he does. And he'll have his stretches where he might cool off a little bit, but it's not Taylor Ward, Dumbo ears. I got to take a 2-week, 3-week sabbatical while I'm still playing. Renifo will have like 2 or 3 bad games, but then all of a sudden he'll go for 4 for 5. And you're like, damn, there it is. And then he carries you. He could do that. And I think he's a good teammate. I like the guy a lot. I don't want to see him gone. But if you're going to if you're not going to sign him to an extension, do not let him go for nothing and get something for him. If he's not in your plans for the future, make a decision. But if he is in your future, then I say sign him up. But like they said in the comments, give him an opportunity to earn his keep by staying healthy. And maybe that'll help him to stay healthy and take care of himself a little bit better, not get those nagging injuries. Amazing that I probably crossed paths with you, Todd, and Downey as I grew up and never knew you. Exactly. Could have just walked right by each other. Another phone call. It's the Halo Honk line.
Herr Todd, guten Abend.
Is this Klaus?
This is Klaus Albrecht Schultz, Angel Stadium's head of security.
Don't tell me you're getting ready for this Saturday at Mezzo, are you?
But of course I am, Todd. Everything is going to plan.
I can't get things
Hold on,
past you, can I? Every time I try to do something, you're riding on your stupid moped.
Hold on 1 second. I just got a message. Because it looks like a job for the private Kitzler. He will handle this immediately. Shoot! Shoot, Kitzler! Sieg Heil! I want you to go down in front of the team store. There's a spilled soda. I need you to put a slippery with wet side up. No, not the album. The sign. Sieg Heil.
Will you stop saying that? That's not good to say on
That's how we.
That's how you greet each other, or what?
It means nothing. Why are you so uptight? Oh, are you a part of the woke community?
No, I'm not happy the fact that you guys call Artie the Führer and you guys use that German lingo around the stadium.
Or is it the fact that you are jealous of a Führer, that he may reign as the order of the angels for 1,000 years? Hello!
Okay, listen. The way that you guys watch us and you don't let us do anything, don't you think that that's, you're being biased? You let the Frisch brothers in, but I can't bring my crew in there. I can't celebrate a Halos in the Infield night.
Oh, that's because the Frisch brothers, they love to obey the rules. You, on the other hand, are the outlaw. I'm watching you right now, Todd.
Look, nothing up my sleeve.
Right now.
Nothing up my sleeve. Come on, how am I an outlaw?
What, you a magician?
No weapons, okay? And you guys frisked me, and I didn't like the probing too much.
Well, we're going to do a lot more than proving. We're going to do the probing and the beating. You are going to feel it, Todd. I hope you wear your clown makeup that day.
I
I
can't.
would love to get some white clown makeup on the tip of my boot.
Oh, you're so mean, dude. See, that's why I can't come as the Halo Honk anymore.
That is why. I put an end to it. And I will put an end to you, Todd. For my name is Herr Klaus Albrecht Schultz. I guarantee you that this will end immediately for our pure and fearless leader, Moreno.
Do you have to yell Artie Moreno's name?
Every time.
Listen, I'm going to sneak across the border without papers and make it into that stadium and stand firm for the real Angel fans. And there's going to be nothing you could do about it, Klaus.
Oh, you're going to find yourself on the other side of the border in Mexico. When you wake up from your, let's just call it a drunken stupor.
Oh.
Yes. Actually, you'll be beaten unconscious with the heel of my boot and a big back slap with my leather glove to teach you a lesson for coming in and disgracing Angel Stadium and what Artie has built. Moreno. What's he doing, Herr Todd?
I'm gonna
Family
get Pat.
four-pack?
I'm gonna get no family 4-pack. I'm gonna get through security. Trust me.
We shall see.
One day I will. I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna meet Artie Moreno and I'm gonna take down your Fuhrer.
Whatever. What's the Bison?
Whatever. Freaking Klaus. Would you resign Estevez next year? Stevenson coming back and Joyce because Cajeda looked good for Mexico in the World Baseball Classic. No, I think I would let Estevez go unless he really had I mean, look, yeah, he'd be familiar, but at that point, I think you would try to get a good setup guy or maybe another closer if you didn't want to go the Estevez route and you went another team's route, and then you would have Joyce be the setup guy, or he has closer stuff already. I mean, why not give the keys to the car to the kid? If he's still pitching the way he's pitching, to the end of the season, now obviously he's going to give up a run or two, but you throw him in there. Maybe you have Kraus set up Joyce, and then you go Kraus Joyce in the back of that bullpen. Who knows? And then maybe Cajeda could be your 7th inning guy because Matt Moore will likely move on. So there's going to be some things that they could, the bullpen is never a difficult thing to fix. That's probably one of the easiest things to fix via free agency or trade. It's going to be getting some of the starting pitching and a couple position players that fit what you need. And one thing that I hope that they trade that's not an actual physical, well, maybe it is, it's a team, but they need to trade these analytics or get rid of them or just tone them down a little bit. I think the analytics are killing whoever they bring in here. They find a player and they say, okay, this guy fits our criteria. This guy's going to do what we need him to do because these numbers say so. Instead of looking at the stuff that we used to look at when I was younger, when you were younger, 5 to 10 years ago, when you'd say, okay, well, this batter has a 208 average versus lefties because he's a lefty. He can't really hit another lefty. But against right-handed pitchers, he's a 285 hitter. Okay, so that would tell me don't start him against lefties or pinch hit him when a lefty's in there and go to a righty. It was simple stuff like that. Now you're like, okay, his WAR is point something or other. And then also in day games, he's a 321 hitter versus lefties opposed to a 307 versus in the evening games. No, we don't need stuff like that. We don't need the wind angles, any of that stuff. Launch angle. Let's call it what it was and what it is. Like, this guy's got good contact versus knuckleballers. Well, then start him. Stuff like that. I think we looked too much into this game. I think it started with fantasy baseball because fantasy baseball, when it first started, it wasn't for your traditional everyday fan at first. And then it was like your nerds that were into D&D, but they could find now some sports to follow. And this was a good way to do it. So, again, that was it was tough, and I think a lot of people got into fantasy baseball, and then those D&D guys, they took it a step further. And now they made it now to where it's a science and it's got to be a thing. And I think analytics have ruined the game in the long term. And we're just stuck with it until hopefully this fad passes over. But so far, the fad has lasted at least, probably it started with the Oakland A's in early 2000s, maybe late 90s. And then it progressively made its way and fungused its way through the entire league. It's going to take a manager that just says F you to the analytics and says, I'm running this thing the way I know how to run it. And he's going to stick with it and live or die by his gut. And if he wins and wins consistently, others will follow. It's like every other league in sports. It's a copycat league. So when things change in football, when the league went to an all running league, or it went to quarterbacks running, or it went to a pure passing league, it's because one or two teams had success. Everyone else wants to follow. Basketball, same things. Golden State starts shooting threes. Everybody's got to shoot threes. And, it's the same thing in baseball. So hopefully analytics changes over and we can just get back to traditional baseball. And trust me, with the new rules, traditional baseball would be so much more fun. So much more fun. See, Quijada didn't play for Team Mexico. He played for Colombia or something. Was it Colombia or Venezuela? I can't remember which one it was. Let's see. Also, Dynaco Dad says, wait, Alex Curry making an appearance. Is this clickbait? Yes, it was, but we had fun with it. Jack Lee says, I'm pissed, Seattle, because it blacks out my Angels games, but I appreciate they're making it up to me tonight. There you go. You must be in the Seattle area. Getting blacked out up there in Root Sports. But I'm telling you, if you have a chance, you can watch it from what is it called? Where is it here? You can get it Dofu. It's DOFU, and it's a real thing. Just make sure if you have an internet, you have a ad blocker or a don't click on any links that pop up. But you can watch any game, any team, home or away, and it's not bad on links, so you can watch baseball games there too. Dynaco's up there in Idaho, so it blacks out because that's Idaho's part of the Seattle market, unfortunately. But that's how it is. I think Montana is too. But yeah, check out some of those sites. It's better. Also, Pirate, when I get blacked out, you have to. You don't want to pay money for it. And then also when you're paying money and you're blacked out, that kind of sucks. I never understood that, by the way, when it came to football and baseball packages, because I remember before I even knew about it, when real quick story, the MLB package came out, and I was a big baseball fan. So I liked watching other teams out of market. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the baseball package. And the first day I got it, I'm like, hell yeah, because the season started and they gave you I think the first week for free anyway, but I had bought the package anyway. And I remember after the first week was over, they started blacking out Angel and Dodger games. I'm like, wait a minute, that's what I want to see. And I called the provider, and I think it was DirecTV, and they were like, oh no, if you get the baseball package, it blacks out your home teams. I'm like, that is the dumbest thing. It's like, I want to watch my home team. Or what if I did an out of market team and they came to play my in market team? I'm blacked out on that too. I mean, it makes no sense. And that's the way we have the rules set up. And I hated that. So I was like, boy, this sucks. So the only time it actually benefited me was when I lived in Memphis for 2 or 3 years. And I wanted to see the Angels, and they blacked out the Cardinals because that was in the Memphis area. And I got to see the Angels. So Dynaco says, I've got somehow to get my hands on that Mickey Mouse bobblehead. It's going to be a cool one. And they are going to be, I think that's August 4th, I want to say. Is it against the Dodgers? I forget who that's against. But by the way, if you're going to that Dodger Angel game, you are not in luck. They're going to have a Dodger takeover for one of those. I'm serious. It's going to be pretty bad. Willie says, do you believe Perry Manassian will pull the trigger on a trade, or Artie rather keep these guys because they have control for next year? I would think the latter, but I would think that he would have to talk him into, basically he'd have to come with an ironclad case to get him to trade some of these guys. Because again, Artie's going to think, keep these guys, unfinished business, and we're going to win. Don't worry about it. And I think he's got to convince him that there's no light at the end of the tunnel. We need to make a trade. We need to get better. So with that being said, let me go over some scores real quick. Since we're all caught up, I'm getting dry mouth right now. I'm out of my drink. Scores for tonight. The Yankees beat the Rays 9-1. Tigers over the shitfucks 8-2. Mets over the Marlins 6-4. Pirates beat the Cardinals 2-1. They're catching up to the Cards, by the way. Reds over the Braves 4-1. Phillies lose again to the Twins 7-2. Rangers over the White Sox 4-3. Cubs beat the Brewers 3-1. Royals stay hot. They win 10-4 over the Diamondbacks. Rockies upset the Red Sox in extras in 12, 9-8 in a wild one. Your Angels beat the Mariners 3-1. Combined 8 hits for both teams. Athletics shut out the Astros 4-0, and the Raiders beat the Giants 3-2. So there you go, right there. Let's see. With that being said, let's see. Hold on a second. A few more real quick here. Hayes says Angels versus Dodgers September 3rd and 4th. My birthday week is September 6th this year, wrapping up quick. It sure is, Hayes. My birthday is September 11th. No lie. September 11th. So I got mine in September as well. And Tyler Anderson could go anytime soon. So that being said, I appreciate everybody being on X and YouTube and everywhere else we've been. Again, this 27th of the month, come down and check us out over at Mezzo Calzone on 2406 East Catella Avenue, Boulevard, whatever the hell it is, to get your calzones 15% off. Get your free garlic knots, get a free T-shirt, sell the Team Artie, that little logo that we have up there in the corner with a paper bag. You can get yourself a pretty shirt like that, either in gray or in white. So there you go. Willie Max says, light that baby up. Yes, we won again, and let's ruin some more hopes tomorrow and the night after as we take on the Mariners for this week. And we'll see what happens. Play it one game at a time. So with that being said, we won tonight. We had a little Alex Curry tonight. She kept it in the toilet, it seems. And we've been winning.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Yeah, now what? And guess what?
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Exactly. One more time.
There's a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight, which makes me so horny, and me love you long time.
Go Angels and Stoke us for everybody.